Welcome back to the Wahoo Warrior channel. I had spent the weekend out in Chicago, Illinois, the western suburbs, for Operation Sting, a bolt action tournament 2-day event, so sort of a GT. First time I have been to this. I know there's a lot of the guys that I'd seen at Adepticon there, and I am really glad I went. Paul Stewart, huge shout out to you. He let me stay at his place in his spare room, and we had a really good time. First off, this event was outstanding. The tournament organizers put together quite an event here. There were 30 players. It was an Allied versus Axis event. First time I've ever done that. They had a spot come open, and they asked if I could play Axis, so I jammed out my Axis Germany list, and Germany's kind of new to me. I've never played them in a tournament, and with second edition rules, I tried to make a list that was favorable to the changes. No Stu 42 Puma 5 6-man assault rifle squads or anything like that. So I'll go over my list during the battle reports. You may be familiar with it from my build up to it. But I did get a lot of compliments on my army as far as they liked the way it played and the way it went, because it's new. I think a lot of players are used to seeing Germany and they go, oh, here's Germany, same thing. But it was something really different with all the medium machine guns and light machine guns and stuff. So I'm going to go over some of the tables. As you will see, they look pretty outstanding. For 15 tables, they may have actually had a couple more tables than 15, but I know 15 for sure. But yeah, here's a nice one with like a lot of the little hedges and terrain features and little houses, very aesthetically pleasing. And then they've got like this one here with some roads and this nice little compound in the middle. Now, buildings under second edition rules are death traps for HE. I think they overdid it as far as buildings. I think they should have. I think they should allow errata it to allow you to take a down order and modify that, because as it stands right now, everyone's playing it. Look at this table. Look, that's awesome. That's all crescent root stuff. Pretty sweet. Very nice. Right now, the down order doesn't affect. So you shoot HE at a building, you're hitting on basically a 3-up, range 4-up. Doesn't modify in any of the other factors. I think you should still allow down to make buildings viable, at least somewhat. Here's a nice, beautiful table at Manor House there. Those little cars, a lot of little features, little street sign there. See all the cars parked in the driveways. In the little garden. Here, I played on this table. These guys brought this and they set it up, but they put a little different way it was set up. So I like that table. I like that mat. I think it's a nice looking mat. So they have. I just took a bunch of pictures of all the tables. Here's a nice, neat little industrial complex. I played on this table, but a lot different configuration. I think at Adepticon. Looks like they got the little rice paddies and wrecked tanks there. The watchtower. It's pretty awesome. Very cool stuff. Here's another. Looks like some crescent root buildings. A nice little piece of road. They got a rough ground in the middle of it, so you can't just zip down. Kind of open on the back right, but with dense terrain, being the new, or dense woods, it blocks line of sight. So it's not as open as it looks. Japanese kind of island board. This one, the water is rough ground, so I mean that's a lot of slow going. Nothing coming in on the sides and stuff. These nice. It looks really nice. 2 big hills in the middle. A little airport here with some craters and some airplanes, some sandbag features. This one's interesting. Little section of ridges over there on the end with those tints. That's kind of cool. Nice looking. And then let's see what we got next. We got what's that, submarine pen? It's got a submarine in there. Some like fencing, a little house with a sandbag thing on top of it. This one looks dangerous. Everybody be hiding behind these little pillars. Nice little desert village look. I like those a lot. I think those might be crescent root too. I like those a lot. It's really neat. Palm trees, lots of little features that really make tables stand out. These guys did an awesome job. So I got, let's see, little crossroads here, wrecked houses, crater shells. It's really, even they put the little smoke puffs in there already, which is cool. You know, looks like a little destroyed village somewhere. That's pretty neat. I like that. I like the looks of that. Then we'll get to some armies. So, I didn't document everybody's armies, just took pictures. You guys get an idea. It's a 1,250 point list. Single platoon, but theater selectors are allowed. So, looks like what is that, Chindits maybe? Some type of British, looks like a Chindit list maybe. Everyone had to make one token for like an objective choose, so you'll see some of that on there. Let's see, looks like a German list, Panther tank. I think a lot of people are trying out their big tanks. We weren't playing the new book, Germany book, but we were playing the rules. So if there's any point changes, it didn't matter. Little wagon there, some veteran infantry, half tracks. Yeah, so you did see, I did notice on a lot of the Germans there are a lot of big tanks, because with that heavy armor you can clear your pins on a base check. Oop, another little table, missed that, didn't get into the right section. I like that little wrecked plane in the middle there. Down kind of aircraft. Nice looking. I got a little picture of the aircraft there. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Wrecked airplane. Let's get it in there. Oh, there's another table. I thought I sorted these out between the two. That big industrial ruined building in the middle with all the kind of wrecks around the outside there. That'd be an interesting table to play out. Looks pretty cool. You imagine these 5 scenarios. Played mostly book scenario. I think they're all book scenarios. And so back to some armies. This is like day one. People, not everyone had their stuff set up on their display boards. I just want to make sure I got pictures of all the armies. So I'm not sure. It looks like you can see that Panzer Luke's version down there on the left. That's pretty cool. Looks like a Puma as well. So he's got going with the recce stuff. Probably not as good as it used to be. Probably used to be pretty potent. Now it's not so much. Got a truck there. German infantry. What is this? I don't know what that is. Looks like an all-infantry army. Oh, German, because you got the little scooter back there. The little Ketterad scooter. Panzerschreck in the far there. Looks like a medium machine gun team. German infantry. I like that light machine gun over that little rock. That's a pretty cool looking model. These pictures probably aren't that great. Tournament, sometimes these big event things, lighting isn't all that awesome. Like a big old American truck there. I really did like the Axis vs. Allied version. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Here's a Japanese. They're really sharp looking. They have a display board they're on later, but all the little flags and stuff in there, and they're really clean looking models. Yeah, the Axis vs. Allies was really nice because it was really interesting. In the second day, you're competing for best Axis player as well as best overall. Yeah, that's the same army. Nice and crisp and clean. Really like that. I would like to play a Japanese army, I think. So yeah, you had no control over, like if there's a German player or two higher than you, that you aren't going to face him. So it's like, that is a little exciting / frustrating. You're like, oh, I hope somebody beats that guy. But then again, then you're kind of hoping if he's going to win all the way to the overall, then maybe you can slip in behind him. So it was cool. Here's another little army here, a Soviet army with a light tank. I like that little light tank. Some veteran infantry. I did actually end up playing this army, against this army. They look really nice. Get down close to them. Very clean, very nice uniforms. So then next we got another, looks like another just a table picture. That's pretty sharp. Look at that little mosque looking thing there. And then got some little, like a cemetery. And some craters over to the side. It looks like an intense little area there in the middle to right where it could get really close. American Army half track. Got that. Looks like a Chafee tank. Oh yeah, I ended up playing this army too. These are all veteran paratroopers, and they look really sharp. Get down close to them, they've got like super small details on them that are really nice. There's a German, or actually Hungarian, with a Panzer, or like a Stug type of gun. I don't know what that is exactly. Looks like a foreign version of a Stug, and a Panther tank, and some infantry. And then German list with 4 half tracks, and I think a Stu 42. Not a very much infantry, but boy, those half tracks are pretty cool. Yeah, after seeing these boards, my trucks, I wish they were half tracks. I had a hard time driving around. There were so many things in the way. Here's a pretty cool Finnish army. Got the ski guys coming down the hill. Pretty awesome. A little reindeer token with pulling some like around a bunch of boxes, ammo boxes. Very cool. You got a little tankette back there. Here's I think it's a Marine Corps army with a Sherman and a Buffalo, and some veteran and regular infantry. I play this army too. I play against this army. And then looks like it's really nicely painted. Look at the little decals on the shoulder, on the arm patches, and a couple. It's got a motorcycle car with a field gun. It's got a half track. Yeah, sharp looking army. I got some light machine guns in there. Medium machine gun team. This is Paul's army, Paul Stewart. He's got the M16 AA gun, no tank. He's got Marine Corps with a bunch of Marine Corps guys. He's got 3 flamethrowers in there. I think 1 in a squad, and then 2 independent. 2 or 3 3, I think. There's another German with 4 half-track things, and this guy's running 8 flamethrowers. Caught quite a bit of attention by everybody. He's got 6 assault engineer squads and 2 independent flamethrowers. I forget what theater selector it is, but yeah, flamethrowers all over. He's got the gas masks on these guys, on most of them. They look pretty cool. Very well done, very nicely painted army. The 8 flamethrowers didn't catch a lot of theme score points, but if you can crush your way to the top, then you can. That's a option you can do. Yeah, I was pretty fascinated with these face masks. I took several pictures. Yeah, flamethrowers everywhere. So pretty brutal if they get close. You need to get out and get an ambush. Keep those half tracks at bay. And look at that big boy. Is that a tiger? And the Nebelwerfer back there in the back left. And I'm not sure what else he's running, but I see a couple assault rifles and some machine guns and stuff in there. Pretty cool. Very cool tiger. Looks like a Sherman and some Bren carriers. You're seeing a mix of all sorts of things, which is what I love when I go to a tournament, because you stay in the same local area and people are building their particular army, and that's great. But you go to a tournament and you see all kinds of stuff. This is a Chindit list. Got that little gun back there. It's got a tank. I love the hats. These guys look sharp. I think this army won best painted. I don't know if I took a couple pictures of it, but I don't know if I took any close-ups. I'd never seen this army, and I guess everyone else kind of felt like I did. I was kind of infatuated with this look, and thought it looked really nice. And I think other people did too, because I think it won best painted. So yeah, there's that. Next we have really sweet German army here. Jeremy, who ran Adepticon, was running this army. And really nice guy. I got a chance to talk to him a little bit when we went out to dinner that night. The night of day one, we all went out to Twin Peaks. That was pretty cool. Got to talk to him a little bit, and really neat army look. Yeah, I think he was right in the running for best painted. I didn't take a lot of close-ups because I was just racing around before everyone started round one. I just wanted to try to capture pictures of stuff. It gets so hectic at these things. That big old tank, what is that? I don't know what that is. It's like a Soviet IS-3, because I don't even know. Because it's got the armored car there and a truck. But yeah, little statue of Stalin or something there. It's a big tank. The Japanese list. It's pretty standard. It's got the little tank with the light howitzer and several squads of infantry. I was trying to make a Japanese list for Ryan Carlson and realized, boy, the points run out quick when you're adding that stuff. This one's another Japanese. I mean, look at this. That's pretty cool. Looks like Hacksaw Ridge there. I just watched that movie with Paul on Friday night. Pretty intense movie. Looks a lot like Hacksaw Ridge with the Japanese there. Pretty sweet. Look at this objective marker. That's pretty cool. Yeah, a little gruesome, but cool. The little sake glasses back there. I wonder if he toasted his opponent before. I didn't play this list, but little half track. Looks like an American flag. Little Iwo Jima montage in the back there. That's pretty sweet. Very cool. I haven't seen that before. So Marine Corps list. Very cool. Alright, so I'll start working on some battle reports, guys. I'll be up pretty soon.